What is going on, guys? Great King Cody gaming coming at you. So I had a brand new video coming at you, 7 Days to Die. I just re-downloaded the game, but unfortunately my blue microphone it didn't pick up any of the audio that I recorded. And it's got a really terrible built-in microphone quality sound to it. Like, it's vibrating and you can't hear anything. So I think today we're just going to talk about some gaming news and see what's going on in the gaming world and put it out there for you guys. So let's get to it. Sea of Thieves, the game that's kind of like Black Wake, if you ever heard of that. It's going to be a pirate game where you can board other ships and find loot and kill dead things and stuff like that. It's dead skeletons, I think, was what was in the trailer. But it is going to allow a 15 frames per second frame lock. So I decided to do a little bit of research on why somebody would play with a lower frame rate. And the big points were that some of the faster frame rates, like 60 frames a second, make some people nauseous. Like if you're playing an FPS and you spin around to shoot somebody real fast, that can make somebody feel sick. And some people think that it provides more of like a realistic view on everything. I don't know how, but it's more of your personal taste. If you are okay with a lower frame rate, it seems like it lags a little bit more, then that's cool. Like, you can play with a higher quality setting. If you don't have a great PC, you can play with a higher quality setting if you don't mind that little bit of lag in between each frame. I personally like about 35 to 40 frames a second. Like, I don't mind 60 and I don't mind 25, but anywhere below 25 is a little bit it's not quite enough for me, which is okay. It's just my personal preference, you know. The Sea of Thieves devs also said that they were going to add support for 540p quality. Now, that would drive me absolutely crazy if I had to play in 540p. I actually just went out and got another TV because the one that I was bringing back to college was a 720, and I could not see anything past like 30 meters. I was playing Battlefield 1, and I couldn't see anything like past like 30 meters clearly, and it just drove me absolutely crazy. So I guess if you're okay with the lower quality, it's not a big deal. Like, playing it. If you're okay with the lower quality, absolutely playing it. It'll make your game a lot faster. But for all of those people like me that are sticklers for high def, it would drive you crazy. And last thing on Sea of Thieves before we move on is the release date. They have not set a specific release date yet. It's just sometime in 2018, but I'm pretty excited to play this game. I think it's going to be good. It'll be a step up from Black Wake, I think, which I absolutely love Black Wake. I think it's a fantastic game. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's on Steam. But there's also another pirate game coming out called Skull and Bones. It's going to be more realistic, so let's get into that real fast. So Skull and Bones is being developed by Ubisoft Singapore. Ubisoft Singapore is also the same people that did the entire Assassin's Creed franchise. Take that as you will. Personally, I love Assassin's Creed. I think it's getting to the point where it's a little bit repetitive, but that's off topic. So Ubisoft Singapore is developing Skull and Bones. It's supposed to be one of the most realistic pirate games available. In the Wikipedia page, it says that you're going to be able to take advantage of things like wind, which way it's blowing, and all the normal weapons that you would expect pirates to have on their ship, at least. I don't know about personal combat, but on the ship there's like broadside cannons, mortars, chain shot, that kind of thing. So I think it's going to be a pretty good game too. I'll probably get that one as well and maybe even do a review on it, but for now, that's all the information I really have. I know you have a customizable character, which is super, super important to me. I don't like games where you can't customize your character. It drives me insane. But I think that this game's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be a big game for Ubisoft Singapore if they do the right thing. It's supposed to be released in quarter 3 or quarter 4 of 2018. And that's all I have on that. I've also had a couple of friends ask me to give me their opinion on Call of Duty World War II. This is going to be a hard game for me to, talk about. I'm not big on the Call of Duty franchise. I think that it's copy and paste every single game since World at War. I think World at War was a absolutely fantastic game. I played quite a bit of Modern Warfare 2. It was a decent game, and I think Black Ops 2 was the last one that I played. And after that, watching gameplay footage and watching trailers, it's just the exact same thing over and over and over and over. And I think Call of Duty, the developers of Call of Duty, are also they saw how much success Battlefield 1 brought, and I think that they're going to try and do the same thing that Battlefield's doing. Actually, they are trying to do the same thing that Battlefield's doing. Like I said, Battlefield 1 brought in a lot of success, so it wouldn't surprise me if a multitude of World War games came out in the next, 2 years, 3 years. Even if they're just like early access Steam games or something like that. It would be my guess that a lot of game companies are going to have this idea of going back to where war, I won't say necessarily war for America started, but probably the biggest war that America has had to this date started. We got involved with a lot of different countries and, made allies with some, made enemies with others, but that's just how the nature of war is. Back on topic though, so Call of Duty World War II. I don't like it. I don't like it from the trailer. I may be wrong. It may just be a fan-damn-tastic game, but I'm going to guess that something that they do is going to screw it up. I swear, if they put jump packs in that game, they're done. They are. Because they've been working on futuristic games for how many years now? So it wouldn't surprise me if they did something stupid like that. But hey, for the sake of the developers, I hope it turns out awesome, and I hope it just absolutely raises the stakes for every other first-person shooter to top it, basically. Because with the latest release of the newest Call of Duty, I think it's Infinite Warfare, pretty sure, Battlefield 1 immensely surpassed Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So I think Call of Duty's taking a hint and understanding that people don't want any more futuristic warfare. At least not for a couple years. Like, give it a break. So I think going back was a good play by Battlefield 1. They could have made Battlefield 5, They could have done something like that and made another modern day, which is honestly is what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a Bad Company 3 because Battlefield Bad Company 2 was one of the best first-person shooters I have ever played in my life. It was just amazing. Same thing with World at War. They were both really good games, and they were both released close to the same time, at least within a year or two, I think. So they had a lot of competition between each other. I'm pretty sure World at War sold more copies than Bad Company 2, but Bad Company 2's attention to detail was just unbelievable. It really was. So I'm still waiting on that Bad Company 3. But on the topic of Call of Duty World War II, they actually just started their beta. This is their second beta they're doing now, and it is going to be available tomorrow, which is September 1st for me. I'm recording this on August 31st. So if you haven't decided if you want to get it or don't want to get it yet, I would say hop in that beta, absolutely. That is the best way to decide if you want a game, in my opinion. You can watch as much gameplay footage as you want, but you don't really know the feel for the game until you've played it. And maybe that was my problem with the other Call of Duty games. I didn't play them, so I didn't really know how they were. I just watched gameplay footage on them. But yeah, definitely hop into that beta if you're thinking about getting it. Make sure that's what you want. And if you think that you're going to hate it, I'm probably going to hop in there. If you think you're going to hate it, hop in there and make sure that it's not your type of game. Because maybe it's just the best game on the planet for you, but you would never know if you didn't try and play. All right, so I want to talk about a really good game that I've played quite a few hours in, and that is Ark Survival Evolved. I have been playing the crap out of Scorched Earth. I think it's awesome. It's pretty difficult when you first start off. I'm not gonna lie. I died quite a few times, but with its initial release, so it's been in alpha, I think, for the past however long it was available on Steam, and they just officially released it as a full game a couple days ago, I believe. Let's look here. Yes, August 29th. They released it on August 29th, which was 2 days ago, as a full game, and it's had some mixed reviews, which doesn't really surprise me because coming out of this alpha phase that it was in and being released as a full game, my guess is there is a ton of overcrowding on the servers. I'm sure they're crashing like crazy. Now, me personally, I don't play in servers. I play by myself or non-dedicated with a friend. It's just, I'm not big on building a big base, massive walls, and then it getting destroyed by somebody while I'm offline. So that's never really been my thing, playing that game in particular online with other people. Now, if you are thinking about getting Ark, I would highly, highly suggest that you wait until they fix the server issues, unless you're going to play like I do and play single player or non-dedicated. I also only play on low to medium quality because I know I talked about how I love HD in a little while ago, like a couple minutes ago, but it really doesn't bother me when my games are in low quality. It bothers me when my monitor or my TV is in low quality. I don't know why, it just does. So I play, like on Skyrim too, I play in low to medium quality so I can get that 40, 45, 50, 60 frames a second because I love the smoothness and how real to me that it looks. It just looks so much better being able to smoothly look one way or the other without having this frame drum. But once again, we need to get back on topic. Ark really is a good game. It's got a lot of good ideas. It's got a lot of good content. But the multiplayer right at the moment isn't fantastic. At least the dedicated multiplayer. So, if, like I said before, if you're thinking about buying this game, only buy it to play single player at the moment, and wait until the servers are all fixed to get big bases and dedicated servers. And that is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please remember to leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike. That's cool too. But you'll have a wonderful afternoon.
Keep a secret.